Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Allow me to show up again and continue telling the story of Akonko Think Fall Apart. Today is gonna be chapter 7. So in chapter 7 I'm gonna talk about the death of Iconfina. For 2 days after Iconfina's death, Akonko couldn't eat or sleep. His thoughts returned again and again to the boy who was like a son to him. So as you know that last time the guard of the area told Akonko's nation to sacrifice Iconfina, to victimize him. يعني انه طلبوا منه انه يضحوا بمين بأيكونفنا الشاب اللي جابوه من الكلان المنطقة الثانية اللي كان حدث فيها الديث اوف ذا وومن، وجابوا بدل الومن اللي هي قتلت في المنطقة هذيك، جابوا بدلها a virgin girl بنت وولد. البنت تم تزويجها لزوج المرأة المتوفية، أما الولد هو تركه لمدة 3 أعوام مع أكونكو على ما قرروا what would happen to him. And at last they decided what they should do by this boy. He should be killed as a sacrifice، يعني كتضحية للشيء اللي حصل. On the 3rd day, when his favorite daughter Izenma brought him the food he finally requested, he wished to himself that if she was a boy. Then 3 days Akonko couldn't eat or do anything and didn't go out of his house. He just stayed at home and kept thinking about the boy Iconfina. Why? Because as you know that the boy lived 3 years with Akonko, and he used to play with his son, and he used to teach his children new things, and he used to teach them bravery, and so that is why. And even he started calling Akonko father, was calling him my father, everything say my father. So that's why as a human, Akonko would be affected by this deed. So that is why he stayed for 2 or 3 days without eating or doing anything. So but on the 3rd day he requested food, and Izenma, his daughter, brought him what he has requested. And when he saw Izenma, he said to himself, I wish if she was a boy. Why? Because she seemed to be brave, not like his boy or son Nawai. He wondered with disgust how a man with his battle record can react like a woman over the death of a boy. Then Akonko started wondering, asking himself, why should I stay here like a woman? Why should I stay without eating? I am the man of record or titles from several battles. أنا شخص عندي ألقاب وعندي شهرتي وعندي سمعتي في المعارك، معروف أنا من أشجع الفرسان في المعارك. تجي حادثة مثل هذه اللي هي عشان أنا قتلت أبوي، يعني أنا قتلت قادة، يعني قادة قبائل، and I brought their head home. What about these boys? So forget about. Akonko visited his friend Obreka, hoping to escape thoughts of Iconfina. At the end, he decided to go to his close friend, who was Obreka, and also wishing to forget the accident of Ikomfina and whatever. So then he praised Obreka's son Madoka for his victory in the wrestling match, and complained about his own son's wrestling skills, and mentally likened him to his own weak father, Anoka. Then when he went to visit his friend Obreka, he found Obreka's son there with his father, and then at that time he praised him, complimented over him, and he madah, said a good word for him or about him. يعني مدح ابني أبريكا اللي هو مادوكا. Why? Because he won a wrestling match, and at the same time complained about his own son's wrestling skills. يعني بدأ يشكو عن أو يتحدث عن مهارات ابنه في المصارعة اللي هي very weak, and mentally likened him to his own weak father, means compared him with his own father, means grandfather of نواي. يعني بدأ يشبه ابنه بوالده اللي هو أونوكا. اللي هو أونوكا والد أكونكو كان شخص يعني very lazy and spendthrift and wouldn't like to go to war and so on. لذلك أكونكو بيشبه ابنه بجده يعني. So to counter these thoughts, to fight these thoughts with the manly act of his own, Okonko asked his friend why he didn't join the other men in the sacrifice of Ikomfina. إن حتى يقاتل الشعور بداخله أو يحارب الشعور بداخله. سأل أبريكا لماذا لم تشارك معنا في قتل Ikomfina. So Obreka replied that he had something better to do. He said, forget about, at that time I had something better than killing Ikomfina. This shows that showed that Obreka wouldn't like Ikomfina to be killed. That act was a foolish act, was a selfish act. He expressed his disapproval or rejection of Akonko's role in killing Ikomfina. يعني عبر عن شعوره برفضه تماما. Why was asking or wondering why did Akonko participate or took place in Ikomfina's killing, since he lived with him 3 years and he used to call him father. So he wouldn't participate or wouldn't take part of in that action. The act, he said, will upset the earth, and the earth goddess will get her revenge. And Obreka continued that talking to Akonko, he said, what you did will upset the earth and the earth goddess. يعني الشيء اللي عملته أكيد يعني محزن جدا بالنسبة للإله وآلهة الأرض. And the earth goddess will take her revenge. يعني راح ينتقم مننا أو ينتقم من للولد. A man interrupted them to tell the news of the days of an elder of the neighboring village, a former Mufia leader. While they were talking about Ikomfina and his death, a man came and interrupted them. في رجل دخل عليهم وقاطعهم. What did he do? He told them about the days of a Mufia leader or former Mufia leader. أخبرهم بوفاة قائد إموفيا السابق اللي هو the previous leader of Imufia. Okonko and Obreka rejected such lack of manly quality. مع بعض يعني انتقدوا يعني قصة عدم التعامل بالرجولة هذه اللي هي بتتمثل في ابن Okonko and so on. They also discussed with regret They also discuss with regret the loss of prestige of the Udu title. يعني يتحدثوا بإيه؟ with regret, بأسف أو بأسى, with sorrow about the loss of prestige, يعني فقدان الهيبة في التايتل تبع الأوز أو لقب الأوز, يعني فقط هيبة يعني. Feeling renewed by the conversation, Okonkwo went home and returned later to take part in discussion of the wedding with the suitor of Obreka's daughter. After Okonkwo talked to Obreka and he felt that he renewed his he was renewed, then he went back home, and also again he came back. Why? Because there was a discussion about Obreka's wedding, Obreka's daughter wedding, يعني كان في wedding, كان في wedding أو في مناقشات زواج لبنت أوبريكا, فهو لازم يجي يحضر ويشارك في الحوار. After the long discussion, the bride price is decided using a ritual. بعد حوار مطول خلاص المهر, يعني bride price is decided, تم تحديد المهر using a ritual, باستخدام a ritual or customs and habits, حسب التقاليد والعادات. Her price is negotiated between the bride's family and the groom's relatives. تم تحديد المهر بحوار بين عائلة الزوجة وأسرة الزوج. So the men ate and drank for the rest of the evening. فباقي الوقت كله قعدوا احتفالات, celebrating, eating, drinking and whatever. So that was all about chapter 7, which was generally about Obereka's death, and also the wedding of or discussing about the wedding of Obereka's daughter. For now and then, let me stop here, and let us meet again in chapter 8 later on. Thank you.